You are live, it says. You are live. So, as always, let me make sure of a couple things here. Okay. So, anyway, we're at it. Um, Welcome to Kid Knows Gambling. It's Wednesday night, 8 p.m. here in Katy, Texas. And the weather has been getting cooler. So, I'm happy about that. Um, Tonight, I'm going to do my paycheck or bust, and I'm doing a strategy of Waylon'S. Uh, Now, partly, partly to pick at John a little bit. So, in my thumbnail, I said, "Hey, I'm going to do it the real way, the right way," and I knew that'd get a charge out of him, and it did. And so we've been texting back and forth uh, a lot on that. Hello, Scott. How are you, buddy? Um, And, you know, now in John's defense, he's trying to do the mind, and I think he's woefully underfunded, and I think he knows it too. And because of that, he's had to adjust. And basically, to me, he's gotten away from the original video that Waylon put out. So I'm going to try to stick as true to the video as I can. And I still may be underfunded at 5 grand. Hey, Ian. How are you, buddy? So 5 grand uh, may not be enough, and I'm going to start with 25s. And when I get over to the table, God, I got my hair in the way. I'll tell you how I'm going to do it, and then we're just going to roll it. Now, John has John has pressure on him because he's doing a build up. He's trying to build his bankroll up. Where mine is just either I eat dog food today or I get a steak. It's sort of like that. There's John. What do you say, buddy? So anyway, he's got the pressure on him over at his show. And I also think if he scraps it for now, it's probably the right thing to do because I don't really care how he tweaks it. I know he's been getting with Waylon to figure it out. I just think 2,000 is not enough. So we're going to do it with a $5,000 bankroll. We're going to do quarters. And again, it still might be enough. So a caveat right this very second, anytime you're going to do a ladder or a progressive strategy. Now, Waylon's mind is you're going up just because a number don't hit. You didn't necessarily lose, but you're going up anyway. Anytime you go up and press them up like that, and it don't roll right, you can get your ass tore up. And that's a fact. Waylon will tell you that. But I'm going to do not the inside mind. I'm going to do the 4, the 10, the 6, and the 8. All right. And that's what we're going to do. What do you say, Thomas? How are you? Let's get some steak. That's what I'm talking about. So I need to turn this camera around. I got to say hello to my buddy Barney. Let me get out of the way. What do you say, Barney 5? And so I can see the comments. And hopefully the sound is good. I got it on the bill of my hat. So that's what I've been doing. Let me change this screen to what I need it to be. Let's see. No, let's go there. Boom. There we go. Just like John, right? So, all right. So I've got a $5,000 bankroll. Okay. There's 2,000. These are my little $500 chips. I had to take white chips and write on them. So there's 2,000. There's 2,000. There's 4, 45. And this is 5. Okay. So very simply, and I think I can put it don't matter where I put that rack because I'm not going to use any of that anyway. So we'll do a quarter on the 4 and 10, but we got to do 30. We got to cap them on the 6 or the 8. So anything but one of those 4 numbers comes in, we got to go up a level. So we'll go up 30, 60, 90 here, and then just by 25s here. To me, with any or most of Waylon's strategies, man, you got to watch this rack. You got to watch it like a hawk because you can be up here, and if you just put everything back in the rack, you could be up because when he gets up, but he's up in the rack, there's no reason to stay up. just for the sake of doing it. So I'll try very hard to watch that. Okay. This particular time, sometimes he suggests you roll on the come out. I'm not. I'm just gonna wait. Okay. So everything is off. I know Waylon, if he's watching me, he's like, no, do the come out, but I'm not. So let me get some dice right here, and let's just get right on to it. All right, 6 is the point. See, he's going to say, you missed $35 already. Yeah, well, maybe so, but I've strung 3 and 4 sevens in a row too. So no reason to poke the bear if you don't have to. So here we go. All right, there's the 4, which is actually a good number to start with. So that'll pay me $2, and I'm not paying the dollar vig on that. I know people get mad at me, but I don't care. This is more concept oriented, and the vig is not going to determine whether I make a paycheck or I go broke. So anyway, so there's 50. We just stay the same. There's a 5. So there was nothing on the 5. So we've got to come up. So we're up 60 in there. So that's our second level. Okay, there's a 9. Didn't have that one. So we're up, what do we have? We're up 90 here, right here. This is where I don't even know how to pay out right here. I haven't done this. I suck as a dealer, but oh well. What is a 6 8? A 90 pay. 105? Is that what it pays? 90 divided by 6 equals times 7. I think it is. Yeah, 105. All right, here we go. And I'll look over at the screen from time to time, but we're at third level here. And here's one more thing I think John was doing, and I'm not sure anymore. I think Waylon's video, if he gets a 7 whacked, whether he's at second level, third level, fourth level, fifth level, when he gets whacked, he comes back out at that level. And John had to go back to original, and I think partly or mostly because he only had $2,000. But if I get whacked at this level, I'm going to come back and I'm going to start my new 5 level right from there. Okay. So this could get nasty, boys and girls. All right. There's another 9. So we're going to go up to the 4th level. Like so. So that now you're talking about 120. So that's worth $1.40. So we are now at the 4th level. We need a pop. That ain't it. That's a 3, but that ain't one of our numbers. Okay. So we are indeed maxed out at the moment. If we lose, then we come back at 5 and go. Okay. Right now, I think we hold the phone. I think John does do that. All right. So now 125, 35, 40. We're at 150. I think that paid 175. We need something. And again, this puck really don't matter. Well, it actually does. It does since we're not working to come out. All right. Oh, a 10. That's what you want to happen. So that 125, I'm going to pay it in greens. That'll pay 250. All right. So again, boy, you really got to watch this rack. John is really good at that. But I need to fill this up. If I can, not really sure how to do this. So I am at 5th level. So y'all just remember that, but I don't think I have enough to be in profit, because as soon as I go to profit, I'm done as far as that goes. So let's just see. Look at there. Okay. Look at there. Looky there. Those 4s and 10s help. So that's 2,000. That's 2,000. That's 4. 45. There's the 5,000 right there. So there's 100. That's profit. I'm at $175. Or shit, I'm at $200 profit if I've done that correctly, because we got the 4 and 10s a couple times, especially on level 5. And because of that, I'm already in profit. Therefore, you don't, now you come down. The end. Period. Okay, let me come back over here to the board so I can see. What do you say, Victor? What do you got here, John? Let me look at you here. Today you came back at the level lost at, but went to base on a hit. Yeah, I think, now I may be even wrong on this, John, but I think he only comes down if he's in profit. If he ain't in profit, he ain't coming down. He might come down a level or whatever, but he's not going all the way down to base if he's not made any money. I just don't think he will. I think that video shows that, so I'm not. It could be a boo-boo, but I think that's the way I see it. Victor's there. Let's see. What are you saying, Michael? If you're not playing the point, there's no reason not to play every role. No, that's true too. But I haven't hit a 6 yet. So I don't have to play the point. I'll show you. You can do it either way with this. I don't even have to worry about the puck. Take the puck off. It's just a choice by you, either to just run them working all the time or not. You can do it either way. So that was one way without doing it. Now I won't work. I'll work them now. Don't matter really to me. But good point, Mike. Well, Thomas, I don't have to come down just one level because I'm already at profit. I can come down all the way. Now, I think Waylon would also, you could come down a level or two. But the whole thing with this thing, it could get so high so fast. I mean, look at, we got to level 5 lickety split. Well, I'm at profit. I'm, basically a couple $100 profit. There's no reason for me to stay at any of those levels if I'm in profit, because right now, if I 7 out right here, that's $110. I still got 90 profit. I don't have to go up at all. And I think if Waylon yells at anybody, it's not watching your rack. If he yells at anybody doing his strategies, it's because they don't watch their rack, and they would have necessarily been a winner, but they lost because they didn't do that. I believe. Let's see, John, what do you got here? Go back to base on level 5, hit if you never get whacked. What'd you just say? Go back to base on a hit at level 5. You can. But the 4s, I got a couple of those. They really helped me get to a profit. So I think the only way we're going to have an absolute definitive way to play this is if Waylon came out and goes, look, this is exactly how you play it. Until then, I think I'm true to him. Maybe there's something I'm not quite doing, but I think I'm close. I really do. But the only person that can stop me or tell me different is him. Waylon's there right now. There he is. What do you say, Waylon? Let's see here. So, right. All right. Waylon just said right. If you're in profit, why the hell would you bet any level besides level 1? Well, that's what I said. Now, though Waylon John just said, if you're at level 5 and only get one hit, you come down to base. Now, since you're here, if that hit at level 5 don't get you profit and you're still down, You're not coming down, are you? Please clear this one up right here. This would be a good one for you to clear up, Waylon. So let's say you got to level 5, whatever. You're not the profit. Now, if it's your level and you haven't been whacked and it's just the first time you get to 5, well, all that money is yours. So obviously you would go back down to base. So if I don't get one of these numbers and I just continue to go up on all this stuff and then I get a hit, well, sure, I know I can go to base because all that money was mine to start with. Okay. But if you get 7 come out 7s and all that and you're up there, I think you stay up there until you get some profit. Now, of course, Waylon's right here. He can say what he wants right here. This would be the definitive. So anyway, let me keep rolling. I'm not working to come out. Okay, there's a 10. There's a 4. Let's do this. Change these to 2. Black. So remember, I started with 5,000. There's 2. There's 3, 4. 45. There's the 5. So I'm up 200, almost 3, 4. I'm almost at stake, boys and girls, just because the 4s and 10s are helping me this particular time. There's another 4. I mean, you can't make this shit up, right? Now, like John over the last couple of days has really had to struggle. But sometimes it'll be this way. And sometimes, just like I got to level 5 real fast, it's going to happen. And there's going to be times you get to level 5 and you're going to 7 out and you got to come back at level 5 and then start a new 5. It can get nasty. Okay. That's why you get your money, get the hell out. That's why you do that. So here we go. Okay. There's a Yo 11. Well, that ain't one of these. But this is my money right now. This is another thing you got to keep in mind when you're trying to be mechanical. This is mine so far. So, yes, if I get one hit, damn right I'm coming down because it's all mine. There's a 5. Still, I'm going up, but it's my money right at the moment. I'd like to go ahead and get a hit real quick, but I'm not. So good. Now we get that little first test. So we're going to lose all this. We were at level 3. I wasn't quite up 5, I don't think. I think I was close. But anyway, level 3 doesn't matter. So now I'm going to come out at level 3. Okay. And now I'm going to start a new 5 count right from there. There's a 3. So technically, this will be level 1. This is where it'll get nasty, right here. There's a 9. So this is actually level 2. But we got some money out there. So we got whacked at level 3, but now that we're going up, so we're just having to count. If we can get out of it, we got to count. Another 9. So that's level 3 of the new one. We're up there. There's the 7. This is the nasty right here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, we're at level 6. 6. All right. Now we're hurting. $150, $160, $180. So we're coming back at $180. 150. Give me a second. All right. Now, this is serious shit right now. Let me come back over here. So you say if you get a hit at level 5, you look at your rack, right? All right. I think I'm with it. This is getting serious here now. So we definitely need a hit. There's a 4. Woo! So we're going to have to see where we're at now. So there's 150. We're going to get 3. Like so. I think I'm right. 180 and 150 is right. Hold on. 150. That's here. 300. That's right. Now, here's the butt puckering part. We're not even close to being at where we need to be. So this is the part that Waylon'S here. This is the only unclear part that I have. We did get a hit, and it was a decent hit, but we're up there. We're up there to like level 6 in reality. So do you go ahead and come down just a level just because? The puck, it doesn't matter. I'm not on, John. I mean, I'm on all the time, dude. Now I changed it right there in midstream. Somebody asked me something about puck being on. I said, I don't need the puck. I can do it with the puck off, and these are on all the time. So they're on all the time. So I do get paid. All right. I'm going to go ahead and just come down to the 5th level just because, I guess. But at this point, I don't think it's going to matter a whole lot. We have got our butt tore up pretty good. Um, $69. Yeah, we'll go. Well, actually, let's just. We'll go to 140. $140. Forgive me, math ain't my great skill. 30, 60, 90. 120. All right. We'll come down to level 4 because we had that 4 and 10. Now, I don't think there's no absolute for this. I really don't. On this part right here, I want to just be as true as I can. All right, let's do this. All right, there we go. So I come back down to level 4. There's a 7. Yucko. We'll come back out at level 4. This is where you can't just arbitrarily come down. You're gonna have to stick this thing out because you got a lot of ground to make up here. A lot of it. Okay, there's a 9. Just let me get 1s or 5s. It'll be easy for me to screw this up. Now we're going to 150. Oh, 20, 30, 40, 50, 150, 150, 150. No, I'm not. Hold on, y'all. I'm at level 5, 30, 60, 90, 110, 120, 130, 40, 50. I guess I am at 150. Yeah. All right. So we're at level 5. There's an 8. Okay, 125. Oh no, I should have been at 150. I think. This part I may have screwed up. This should be at 150. So I get 180 on that one. What the hell? Yeah, 175. Lord Jesus. Okay, very good. Now you're still behind, so I'm just gonna stick it out there. There's a yo 11. What am I doing here? Nope. Boy, I about screwed up. This is the tough part for Ken right here. Keeping up with all this shit, talking, trying to, see what you're doing. So we're at level 6. Only because I've lost. There's a 10. That'll help. At 150 will give us 3. Like so. Like so. We can come down a level. And do that. Needless to say, we're uphill fighting right now. No doubt about it. Okay, there's a 10. That'll help. That's 250. All right, let's just see where we're at real quick. Let me get greens for these 2s. So there's that. Let's just see where we're at. All right, so there's 2. There's 4, 45, 46. We're still down probably 400. I have 400 out there. Just remember, we're at level 4. Okay. So 4, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49. 5. We're at $5,000 and we got a few dollars. Okay. So us now knowing that we don't have to stay up at that level. Okay. We can actually come back down now to earth. And you just have to, because otherwise you will get spanked. So we'll come back down to earth. I could probably even just go down to level 2, but I'm up probably $30, $40. Not a lot, but I'm not at that level anymore. Let me see if Waylon's still here and watching what the hell I'm doing. Thomas, dealing and talking and paying out is fucking tougher than people think. It just is. So we'll just start over at base because I'm, $30, $40 profit. That just beats being up there at level 4, 5, 6. It just does. So here we go. All right, there's a 6. That'll pay 35. There's a yo 11. And you also just gotta keep track of your money versus what the casino took from you. As long as I go up with my money and get a hit, we know I can come back down. There's a 3. And everybody always had some guy ask me why I just deal with one hand instead of not both. Because I'm old, I'm fat, and I have to lean. So now you know. So we're at level 3. There's an 8. So 75, 90 pays 105. Okay. I'm going to get some greens here. 1, 2, 3. Let's see if I can get 3. Got to keep up with this rack. Now, if you were playing this yourself, it'd be a whole lot easier for you. Okay, there's 4, 45. I'm climbing back, but we're not quite there. Not quite there. So that was a hit. So I get to come down because that was my money. If I can get this green back to where it needs to be, I'm going to be in good shape. I'm going to try my best. All right. All right. 4, 5. There's the 5. There's the 5 right there. Let's change this. Let's get a quarter for that. So I've got 100, 175, about $200. I mean, we were close to that $500 a little while ago, but we didn't quite get it. But we're at least back in a whole lot better shape. Okay, there's a 5. But it's our money. There's a 9. I think if we'd have been playing the outside mind, I think we would be freaking killing it. But you can't do that coulda, shoulda, woulda stuff. It'll drive you freaking nuts. All right, so we're at level 3. There's a 7. Woo! Struggling. Almost getting somewhere. And then bam. Okay. There we go. There's an 8. 628. So that 90 pays 105. But that ain't our money now. We just lost that. So we'll go ahead and come down one level, but part of me don't want to. Just because we're in the hole. But I guess that's going to be your call. I guess if you do something like this. There's another 8. So that 60 pays a 70. Like so. I'm going to keep it up right there. There's a 9. So we're back to level 3. There's a 10. That helped. I'm going to pay these in greens. Like so. Now we'll come down another one. Like so. And we're almost there. But not to 500. We're just bouncing back and forth right at the moment. There's a yo 11. You sort of got to feel for John a little bit. Because, boy, if it don't go your way real quick, boy, there's a lot of crap to do. A lot of chips out here. Whoop, 7. All right, that's level 3, though. We'll come back out at level 3. Just like that. Okay, there's an 8. So that's 105. And I'm going to stay right freaking there right at the moment. There's a 9. So I'm basically level 3 and up 1. I'm to level 1 of my new run, which is still level 4. There's a 10. That'll give me a couple hundred. Okay, then I get to come down. Like so. All right, let's battle this mother. We're still at level 3. There's a 6. That's 105. Now, let's go down a level. Like so. We're right at a 5,000. We're up 100, 200. We're up about 250, I think, right at the moment. So let's just keep doing this. There's an 8. All right, that's 70. And we'll we'll go ahead and come down to there. All right. So there's the 5. Let's keep this over here. All right, there's 100. So there's 100. There's 200. 300. We're almost there. We're almost there, y'all. So I'm trying to keep track of this. When you got your rack in the casino, you got that big ass rack, you can step all wherever you want it. But 7. It's all right. We'll come back at level 1. And remember, I'm there's a 3. Here's another thing too. Just because I'm not working to come out, I can't remember if you go up. I think you do anyway, no matter what. So we will. Okay, level 2. There's a 9. Go to level 3. Yeah, if I was doing there's a 6. If I was doing the outside, I think I'd just destroyed it. So that's worth 105. Okay, let's go ahead. All right, there's the 5. Okay, we're just butterflying, man. Butterflying. We're at profit. We're probably up 100, 200, 300. We're close, boys and girls. We're close. If we can have a couple of good hits instead of a bunch of 7s, we might be in good shape. So here we go. There's a 12. That's the first 12 I've rolled. All right, level 3. Dadgum 7. Mother jumper. Just when we're gaining ground, man. Just when you're gaining ground. All right, there's a 10. That'll help. That's 150. There's a 3. Sorry, y'all. I can't go over to the chats right now. You guys just keep chatting amongst yourself. I'll lose my train of thought for sure. I know it's boring this way, but I got to keep my head right. Okay, there's a 4. That's a good one. That's worth 150. Like so. One thing is for certain, between John doing his and me doing this one, if it don't scare you to death, this can get nasty. All right, so we're down to level 2. I better do this right. There's that. So this is almost my 5,000 right there. Here's 100, 200, 300. We're still hovering, man. We're still hovering. But I got to get 500 or bust it. It's just the way it is on this particular show. All right, there's a 9. Ain't one of our deals. I don't know. I probably thrown 10 9s. I rolled a lot of 9s. There's an 8 though. 628. That's 105. Like so. There's 100. Let's come back down. There's 100. There's 200. There's about 2, 3, 4. God, we're close. Let me come back over here to this board. All in all, Waylon, you think I'm doing a good job? All in all, I'm sure it's been, and when you do a strategy in front of the author, Waylon is the author. It's like every little move you could get critiqued, but that's okay. Yeah. But I am trying my best I can. What do you say, Nemo? I'm grinding this thing, Waylon. It's making me sweat. So here we go. We're there. Now, remember, if you were, since I'm at this point, I have to make this freaking point crystal clear. Let me make this crystal clear. All right. Let me show you something. Remember, I'm at level 2. If you were doing this, say there's 100, that's 2, that's 3, that's 4. Doesn't matter. I'm fucking, no, not quite there, because this goes here. All right. So there's the 5,000. You got $420. So if you were actually doing this, you would be gone. I don't know how to make that any clearer. I'd have probably been gone at $250. Back when I did it for a living, I needed 3, but I'd take anything over 150. I can't do it with this show because I got to get 5 or bust it. Okay. But if you, please believe me, just because you're watching this show or John's show or whoever's show, you get close to a goal, get the fuck out, especially if you've had these up high. So right now I'm at a $420 win. So today's show is not a win yet. I got to keep going. Okay. But if it was just you playing at the casino, Gonzville, man, I just want to make sure that's clear. Big time clear. Okay. Clear. All right. But we only need about 80 more bucks. And a couple good rolls will be there. There's a 3. Yeah, now let me get a hit. By God. There's a 9. Oh, you dog. Okay, we're at level 4. Give me a hit now. Give me a 4 or 10 fucking now. There's a 6. That'll do it. So that's 120. Well, it should have been 120. Sorry. like so. So that'll pay 140. So let's go ahead and pay that in green. 1, 2, 3, 4, 25, 35, 40. All right. There's the 5 grand. This is 100. That's 400. So what's our profit? 500, 25, 35, 45, 55, 60. Let's say minus VIG. Here, I'm going to take all that for some of the VIGs, for the 4s and 10s. Who cares? So $525, folks. Did we have to fight? Yes. It got scary a little bit, actually. But we do get to eat steak dinner tonight. So we've ate steak 5 times. We've only had to eat canned dog food twice. So let me come back over here and read some of this stuff and see what the hell's going on here. Oh man, I'm actually sweating my ass off. All right, what the hell happened? Come on, computer. There we go. All right. Whoa, boy, was that some work, y'all. And so there's no way. I almost ran out of runway. I was up to maybe level 7. I was out of runway almost. I think I had another couple levels in me, but that's about it. There's no way John could do this with 2,000. Even at $10, he'd have to have some really good. He'd have to have some really fucking great rolls to do this. So me personally, I give John credit for even trying this shit on $2,000. I really, really do. But since I don't think his particular tweaks help himself, because he can't, it ain't his fault. He can't do it because of the $2,000. So the tweaks he has to make ain't helping himself come back because he can't do it. And so he can't play it necessarily, like, well, you just can't. But I think he's just going to scrap it. I don't know. You'll have to watch his show tomorrow. But I think he needs more bankroll on some of them strategies. And you don't want to commit Harry Carey and kamikaze. If you know it's not enough, then it's not enough. And so, yeah. All right. Well, let's see. John, thank you. Thank you very much. Waylon. No, thank you. Thank you. Oh, Thomas. No. You don't understand, my friend. You don't understand. Yes, it's going to be a filet mignon like crazy because you made your paycheck, man, and you had to fight like hell to get it. Shit, give me a 3-pound Maine lobster now, boy. So Ian, yes, Ian. There's no question on that one. You need 5, and I still think 5 may be underfunded in greens. Doing it the Waylon way. I really do. But what we also noticed too, again, you got to watch that rack. It's very difficult for me to do that rack like that because it's not all spread out. Like John has a rail and there's 4 separate compartments. That would make it a whole lot easier. I didn't. And so you have to bring it down, load the rack, whatever. But this is just, it's weird, man. You really, really got to be Hawkeye on that rack. and don't be so obsessed with the levels, right? Be obsessed with that rack. You know what I mean? Um, yeah, John, I know you can't. You can't. Um, you just can't. And that's okay. But at least you know it, right? And so, you come back at it when you hit, $5 grand or so, I think. So there's plenty of strategies you can do, right? Without having to do those big honking bankroll things. But I applaud you for trying. Swear to God, for even trying it. Yeah, that's why you put all the safety nets in. Even with those, it's not enough. I know. So that's what I was just saying just a second ago. With your safety nets, me personally, I think you've taken enough of Waylon's mind away that when things do start happening, you're already way down. You pulled it off or whatever you had to do because of that 2000. So I think the 2000 made you do things that weren't necessarily good. If you had the proper bankroll, then you could have done it, correctly, I guess, and you'd have been fine. But you were forced. Believe me, I get it. I guarantee you Waylon gets it too. No doubt about it. The most conservative approach, Dark Side, you're saying, is to go back to base after any win or any 7 out. That might be conservative. Now, I'm going to tell you, you can go back to base after a win if it's your money you've been putting up there. You hit a 9, go up a level. You hit another 9, like I did, go up another level. Hit a 5, go up a level. Then you get one hit. It's all your money, all of it. So absolutely come back down to base. And that's what Waylon would do too. Now, as far as coming back down to base on any 7 out, I would have got destroyed doing it that way. That's just the truth. And I think Waylon built a mind sort of the way I did it. Because if you're up to 5 levels, you've already lost maybe level 1, level 2, level 3. You're down a bunch of money. Well, if I go back down to 25s now, Waylon's, if he's still here, he can say whatever he wants to on that one, but you can't recover. You can't recover. I'm telling you. So, hey, Ian, I appreciate you, man. Really, really, really do. Yeah, well, you got the Red Cross in your hip pocket too, but you still need 5K for that too. Let's see here. Waylon, if you go back to base after level 5, you'll never. That's what I just said, Waylon. You just can't. I mean, they call it a conservative way, but there's some things you just can't be conservative because you've lost your ass. You can't. I mean, this is one of them. You got to go. If you're going to play it, you already understand the risks, you understand the bankroll, and you understand what you have to do. And if you're uncomfortable, it's not an indictment on somebody that don't want to play it for any reasons that they have. But if you're uncomfortable playing that thing for any reason, you just don't play it. That's it. Very simple. But anyway, thank you guys, everybody. I appreciate it. I'll stay here if you got something for me. If not, I know I still got 26 of you. I know what I was going to do since I have 26 of you, and then I'm going to go. I promise. I don't like keeping these things too long. So number one, so we got the steak or the dog food. I could make it high-end escort or sleaze hooker in the you're going to get the high-end escort, you're going to get the sleaze hooker in the alley. But something that John was telling me maybe a way I can do this. Let me switch this real quick and I'll come right back. I promise I ain't going to be long. Because this is a paycheck or bust show, right? Well, I want to at times be able to try to have a little fun. For example, let's look at this. I have $25 in excess. That's nothing that you can do with it unless you try something like this, right? You got the 4 and the 10, and you do a little marching action. But, I can't do it on a paycheck or bust. But if I get to some kind of a profit, then I guess I wouldn't mind trying them little home runny things. Well, there's the 10, right? So you're going to make 18 on that. I don't want to get ones. So 20. So you can sit there and go up and then come into the 5 or 9 type of thing, right? We only started with a quarter, and then you could just try it, right? Just there's a 9. Look at there. 15 pays 21, but I don't want to pay in ones. Add 1. Come in. Now at this point, I only started with $25. So I've already doubled my excess. But anyway, fun little strategies if you only got 25 bucks left, or if you only got 30 bucks left, and it's either like, well, I could put the $25 in my pocket, maybe I can do a little slot machine for $25, or I can do something like that. So I want to incorporate that a little bit, because I just almost tripled my $25 real quick. And if you lose it, who cares? It's one of those. I do like the fact that when John will do that, but just to show you how to have fun. My problem has always been, ever since I did this for a living, my brain can't go to fun mode. It can't. I could take a 4 and try to march it all the way to the 10. There's no way. I don't care if I found a quarter on the ground. Free quarter. I found it on the ground. By the time that, that 25 gives you 50, then you move it up to, and you get 70 on the 5. By the time it gets over to about the 8, shit, I'm taking a bunch of it. I ain't no way I'm going to try to go all the way across with it. But see, that's Ken can't get that. I need the extra dollar to make rent. I need every nickel. I can't get it out of my head, which makes me probably one of the most conservative cats on YouTube. But, maybe get some excess going, try to have some kind of fun, loosen me up a little bit, I guess. I just can't help it, just so you guys know. I can't get it in my head to fucking blow money of any type, any amount. I can't do it. It's just tough for me, but maybe we'll try. Let's see. I think that's it, y'all. Hey, thank you. I don't know what I'm going to do next Wednesday yet, but I'll figure something out. I appreciate everybody. John, you, Waylon, appreciate you. Darksider, Nemo, Ian. I missed a bunch of you, I'm sure. But thank you for joining. Thomas, I appreciate it. So, y'all, until the next time we get together, I appreciate it. Be great. Whoop. There I am. See ya. Yeehaw.